Okay, folks, welcome back to Tom's Garage. People that have seen my channel know that as a hobby, not a business, I buy Survivor cars, classics. I get them driving and running perfect, and I resell them to a owner that would appreciate them. And what we have here is a 1992 Z28 Heritage Edition convertible Camaro, last year of the third gen. It is sitting in its original paint. And I defy anybody throughout the front, back, sides, anywhere that they usually collect rock chips. I defy anybody from finding a rock chip or a scratch on this original paint car. It is 36,000 documented miles. There's two ways that is documented. One is it has a 6-digit odometer, which clearly shows that it has 36,000 original miles, and I also have that documented in the paperwork. As you can see there, hopefully, 36,000 and change. Leather seats, air conditioning blows super cold, 100% everything functions as it should. Has the original wheels, not faded to the pink, which a lot of these did, but this was in the garage long enough that it didn't, and driven long enough that all the fluids and everything, you know, were all run, lubricated over the years. And I went through the car and changed brake fluid, trans fluid, oil, all the fluids in the car. There was only two defects in it. It had an unbalanced wheel in the passenger rear. I fixed that, or had a garage fix that. I also, the original owner or the guy that sold it to me, the electric fan stopped working on the primary side, and they decided to put a blue or a small switch, which they neatly did on the dashboard, and it could be reassigned to another accessory. But I disconnected it, did the right thing, and put the temperature sensor that went bad in it, and now it functions 100% OEM, which this car is 100% OEM. It has its original catalytic converter exhaust. I will be putting this on a lift so you can see that there has no dirt or anything underneath, because it's never been driven in the rain. So it looks like it rolled off the factory, and you'll see that. I'm also going to do another clip here. I'm going to pop the hood, let you see underneath there. I'm also going to drop the top down and let you see that, and then we'll go over some of the accessories. This car is loaded with cruise control and all the bells and whistles, original radio, CD, the whole bit. So until the next clip, I'll have the hood open. Okay, here is the clip with the under the hood shots. As you can see, it is clean as a whistle. There's no indication of repaint. It all is 100% OEM, as I stated. I did forget a few things I did fix. One of the headlights had a little fog in it. I changed out one of those. And I put this was becoming a little discolored. I put a new coolant jug in it. Of course, and changed all the fluids, as I mentioned before. Now I've only got one hand. I'm by myself. I'm going to perform a cold start. You can see I've got my hand on the header there. The keys are in the ignition, so let's walk over here. We're going to open the car door. The buzzer still does work, so I'm going to shut that fairly quickly. Oop, finger over the camera. Sorry. Start. This is a cold start. Door shuts perfectly. Valve train, zero clicking noise, anything. You will get well over 100,000 plus enjoyable miles out of this car from where it is. Also changed the air filters as well underneath there. Has its original battery. I mean, this car is just, now this was the fan that was not functioning. Obviously, you can't see any of the wires where they had that up to the switch, because I removed all those so you can use it as an accessory switch. And the next one, I'm by myself, so I will not be able to show you putting the top down. But I will put the top down, and it's just really neat because it's got a hard cover on it if you don't know this car. But another thing, one of the indicators of this never getting wet, no superficial rust anywhere around the license plate that you would normally see on a car of this age that's been washed several times. This car is true to its claim that it's never been wet, and you'll notice more of that when it's up on the lift. And on to the next clip, and let's get the top. I'm going to attempt to show this even though I'm one-handed and I don't have anybody with me. I've unclipped the front. This is the cover that with the switch here pops this hard cover open, and the top is just real elegant the way they engineered this. It slips into the bottom like that. Shouldn't do it one-handed. Once it's closed, it's concealed under there, and then you simply push this top down and it closes like the hood of the car. To pop that back up, you just simply clip the switch and it pops back up again. So, you know, very elegant the way they did it. Now we can kind of comb in to the accessories in the car. Power seats, leather seats, no rips of any sort anywhere, dash, no cracks, clear as glass gauges. There's no fuzziness whatsoever. Original radio. Actually, I've got the ignition key still on here. Pull the keys out. Ashtray's never been used. Doors are perfect. And by the way, I didn't show this with the top up, but the glass goes up perfectly to the top on both sides, meaning when you're doing 70, 80 miles an hour down the highway, you do not hear any wind leakage like you do in a lot of these classic cars. I will put my guarantee on that because I just drove it 6 hours total on the highway, anywhere from 65 to 80 miles an hour, and the car is as smooth and absolutely no wind noise in the cabin whatsoever. Yeah, so from here, let's move to the lift. I don't see any need to pop the trunk. The trunk is just very small, obviously, because of the convertible top, but all lines line up perfectly. This is a mechanical top. It does not have this snug down electronic top that was getting rid of in 91. In 92, it's just a simple close the door, which actually, why not? Let's just pop that. As the hood struts in the front hood are good, so are the hood struts in the back. There's a little bit of a squeaky trunk, but as you can see, held up fine. Let me back up a little bit. And, you know, very small. There's your top, and it is deep. Will hold a golf club bag or a couple of suitcases. And again, you know, I slammed that a little bit, but closes very easily. Like I said, there is nothing non-functional or wrong with this car. I've come through it from end to end, and it is absolutely has no dysfunction or something not functioning in the car or a tear or a rip. All the interior is perfect. On to the bottom. Just want to add this in case somebody picked it up in the video. It does look like there's superficial scratches along this line, but that is where the top sits. You can see it has a vinyl clear wrap. That paint is protected. So if this were to be changed, which I wouldn't recommend it because the top is going to, you know, scratch whatever layer you put on there. But this is protected, leaving what I had stated of a scratch-free car. You may have caught the glimpse in the video saying, oh, look at the smudges there. But that is wrapped all the way around where the top sits on the paint or the non-paint of the car. We are up on the lift, and I'm going to start showing you the originality. There is nothing unoriginal about this car. From the underneath and the back, you will see some undercoating from the factory. I got to get underneath here and turn around. I've got a light on my head. Original exhaust. You can match up those numbers. Original straps. You'll see none of the frame, none of the drums or anything have any sign of surface rust. Folks, this car has never been wet. I did change the fuel filter as part of my fluids. You can see just impeccable all the way through. The original undercoating, no surface rust. These frame bars here are added by ASC as part of the convertible to stiffen up the frame. That's part of the conversion. You're looking at the original catalytic converter here, folks. And the shielding, all completely rust-free. just as it came from the factory. No leaks. There's, hopefully this light is working for you. No transmission leaks. No engine leaks. Everything is perfect. Even has the sticker still on some of the coil springs. I did add what's called a Wonder Bar. That is this bar here. Apparently these third gen Camaros were known for getting crack in the frame by the steering box. That adds stiffness to correct that problem. I added that as a preventative measure. You can see the air bottle still underneath there, 2 fans working as they should. Even where there should be surface rust on the rotor shields, things like that, you can tell this car has never been wet. And it's just unbelievable. You will not find a time capsule like this. So this will be the end of the video. If you would like to reach out to me, my email is thoening2@me.com, or you can leave a comment in the comment sections. I will be checking and answering that. And, you know, you can buy a 3rd generation Camaro convertible Heritage Edition for not very much more than what this car sold for new when it left the dealership in 1992. Thanks for your attention.